Okay, so good morning, 10 o'clock again. Let me quickly see that I can go to Facebook and then we will see. I hope that is working here now. I don't have a problem with Zoom again. It's sharing it. If you are on Zoom, please do me a favor, just write in the comments that you can hear and see me, and then I know that is working. If you can see the sound is on full. Maybe I also need to do my mic. So, okay. That should work. How to organize office. Okay, and go live. Okay. Okay, so I'm sure that will work. I will double check in between if the sound and everything is working. And good morning. I hope it's warmer where you are. Here it is at the moment, really, really cold in Durban. I'm sitting here wrapped in a blanket. You can see the pictures behind it. I tried to hang them up, but it definitely didn't work. They are so heavy, I need to do that properly. Okay, so let's see, what do we do today? One of the most important things is I'm always going back and think, okay, how did I do that? And you may even know I started a couple of businesses in my life. Some really successful. We were able to sell them. Some I just I think one I just needed to close down. I always love to develop new business ideas. Then I'm trying things out, see what is working, what is not working. So that is definitely always part of the fun for me. And one of the things what I definitely remember when I started Funding Connection in the beginning, I came from corporate. So I know how important a master's degree. I know how important it is, of course, to have systems in place, because only this is the structure that is the structure where you can build and grow your business. And when I started Funding Connection, I always thought, you know what, as soon as I have some sales and I'm growing, I can implement the systems later on. But let me tell you, nothing really happened. And so what I've done then is I decided, okay, so this way, this is not working. You obviously need to show that you are ready to grow, and then you can grow. That means I started for myself implementing systems, making it easy for me also to follow through with everything, having checklists in place, and using a default calendar to structure my own day, because otherwise I'm also getting lost in these small little bits and pieces that are sucking all the time and energy out of you, instead of concentrating really on how to grow your business. So I know that it is important, even if you are not that big at the moment, make sure you have systems in place, because what it's easy is, as soon as I had my systems in place, I was able then to concentrate a little bit more on my sales. I grew my sales, and then I was able to say, okay, I need an assistant. I knew exactly what Cindy needed to do, because she had now everything in place where she can then go and I could show her, okay, I want you to do this, I want you to do this. And for this, this is the list I created. For this is these are the steps you need to follow. And it was so helpful also, and so easy for me to have somebody next to me, and I just could show her what she needed to do, and everything was structured already. She didn't need to develop her own things, specifically not in the beginning. And it was so much smoother for me. It was really a relief having my assistant there, but it was also so much easier for her because she knew exactly what to do, how to do things. And this is why it is so important, definitely, to have these systems in place, how important it is to organize your business. I remember also in Germany when I worked as a project manager for an economic development corporation there, the biggest problem for all the smaller and middle-sized companies were that even if it just was not only one man or woman show, even if they had a couple of employees, that they were not really organized. They did jobs and then they forgot to send out invoices. Or they didn't even make sure that, okay, so now the job is done, customer needed to confirm everything is in order, send out invoices, and then you need to follow up with these invoices. That's a normal procedure. And they never ever had these things in place, and then they were really struggling. They said, but we don't understand. We are so busy. We are working so hard. But at the end of the month, there is no money in. And so most of the time, I knew exactly what is the problem. They didn't send out invoices. Sometimes, of course, the problem was that the pricing was not correct. Okay, the markup was not high enough, what they did. So, and that is all part of when you organize your office, that you have systems in place, job is done, customer asked for a quote, are they getting the quote, are you following up if they received the quote, are you then following up if they have some further questions for, regarding the quote, and so that they also feel like you are there for them. And having these procedures and step-by-step not in place, it will be really, really challenging and difficult for you to. Worst case scenario is to survive. Best case scenario is to grow. Yeah. So what I just wanted to do is I just want to go here. Okay, double check on Facebook. I can see my video is up there. That is already good news. Let me quickly see if you have here some questions. No, there are no questions. Okay, so that means what I want to do is both parts. I just want to share here the link. How to office. Okay, so that you then know where to order it, and then just, you know what I do? I love this Zoom because I can share my screen with you. And then I just can show you. So we have, of course, there are tips and tricks from us. There is, I think, 27 days to organize your office. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. Use a day-by-day approach, and each and every day you say, okay, this is what I need to do today, and small little tasks just to get you up and running. And like I mentioned that a couple of times, I know each and every day, did we meet our target? Didn't we meet our target on in sales? And as soon as I see there are a couple of days we don't meet our target, we need to make some plans urgently to see, okay, so what can we do? Here are some of the templates I just wanted to share with you. So what we are using also here at Funding Connection, a couple of them are just extra because we don't need them, but we have weekly planner, we have to-do list, we have shopping list, stationery list is, if you have a bigger office, absolutely important. we have purchase orders, invoices, if you don't have your own accounting system, delivery notes. You know, this is so important to track these things so that you know exactly, okay, customer received the order, signed for it, or accepted the quote. You know, so career tracker, I'm sure you know that we're submitting lots of applications via overnight courier. So we always need to be absolutely sure, okay, what is the tracking number? Where is that at the moment? For whom was it sent? To whom was it sent? So that Liesel is able to track your application and knows exactly where it is at the moment. She knows who signed for it, and then we can find the application at some of these funding institutions. Sometimes it's important to have a phone call, a logbook. Asset registers is something what you need definitely at the end of the year. Maintenance, our fire extinguisher needs to have a maintenance plan so that we know, he doesn't need a maintenance plan, sorry, but we need to know, okay, for how long is this thing really properly working? When do we need to check it, or maybe when do we need to even buy a new one? Maintenance for vehicles, if you have a couple of vehicles, and or if you have fuel logbook, or the insurance, if something is happening that you don't need to go through piles of documentations. Please keep in mind, nobody expects you to use all of them. Yeah, you need to decide which one are important and which one do you need really to implement. Don't overwhelm yourself, but start somewhere. And the bonus, what I also added is we use lots of softwares and apps. I think all of them in this book, no, I'm sure all of them in these books have a free version, and we are still using lots of these apps, and we don't pay for it because the free version is still sufficient enough for us. Are we paying at the moment for a couple of thousands of rand per month for software and apps? Yes, that's correct, but there's still lots of them. We still use the free version where I started with a couple of years ago. So this will definitely help you. We sell it for only 190 rand. You've got all these templates here, all of them in Word or in Excel. You can download them. You can put your own logo onto it, and other way you use them on your computer. You can even print them. You know, it always depends on if you are. All our team members are sitting the whole day in front of the computer, so I like to have most of our documentations definitely online in our cloud. But sometimes there are, you know, if you're working in a restaurant or people are lots of times on their way, and some apps you can use on smartphones. I know you can also use Excel and Word on smartphones, but sometimes it's also nice to just have a piece of paper and write things down. So this is what you then can decide, okay, this is how I want to handle it. Yeah, okay. So I will stop sharing. Let me go back to Facebook, quickly see if there are any questions. No, there are no questions. Okay, great. So I will see you next week again. Absolutely excited, and because I know already what I will be talking about. And then I wish you all an absolutely successful new week, and see us next week again. Okay, let me find here my button and the meeting. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.